Hello again, friends. So we have to fix something. Here we have a, it's very generic heater. So the heater is open. It's a very simple schematic. Let me draw you the connection somehow. Here, 230 AC, obviously. The main goes to this working Ambiental thermostat. This one adjusts the temperature later in relation with the room temperature, of course. Then from here, you see the main goes here and the output goes to a 3-pole switch. Here we have fan, only the fan on number, you see, that's number 1 here. Then we have the first heating resistance, and then we have the second heating resistance. They are 1000 watts each, totally 2 kilowatts. Okay, the first step and the second step. This is the fan output, fan only, and probably these two guys here are for the resistance or the resistors. But we also have this one here. It's a safety thermostat, and this one comes from the ground connection, in fact, in series, of course, and this helps for safety. Let's say the motor is stopped, the fan it's blocked with something, then the second thermostat in here, let me show you this guy. These are the contacts here, so as soon as the temperature goes higher than a certain level, this is just decoupling, it's turning the circuit off. Anyway, so that's the security, let's call it. There's ground, simply comes here somewhere. Safety. And of course the other mains connection, blue and red, that's the hot. Okay, so that's a very simple schematic. Of course there is also a lamp, so this is the fan, and that's it. It's a very simple schematic. Now you see, it should be nice to have a multimeter of some sort. These guys, they are so cheap nowadays. Something like that is maybe like $5, €5 or something. Of course, with this guy you can check all the continuity stuffs in a split of a second. Everything is turning, very easy. But what can we do if we don't have anything like that? You see, a very simple circuit. I have a loudspeaker and I have a battery here. I was trying to find a lamp of some sort, a classic flashlight bulb. Nothing, not anymore. And we're gonna use a property here which turns the current or the voltage in sound. And this will help us to diagnose the connection. Okay? I'll improvise a kind of probes. Be sure that you are not interfere with the mains, because then it's a mess. It doesn't really matter if it's plus or minus. All we have to do is to put these things in series. I'll show you in a second. Like this guy here. And here we have a tester. Voila! Okay, let me show you the schematic. It's very simple. In fact, we have the battery with 2 poles, plus and minus. This one goes to the loudspeaker, minus here, and evidently this one here. So these are the probes. It's very simple to understand the principle. So now let's do the first step of checking. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna check this circuit from here to the first thermostat, and this will show us if the cable is fine. I know that brown, you see here, this is the brown from the mains. It's coming to one of this thermostat output. Let's see. Perfect. And as long as we are here, let's check the other piece of cable, which is this blue, turns to be the ground, Do we have a blue around here, open blue? Yeah. Now I'm sure the cable is fine. Now let's go to the next situation. Now I found out that the cable from here to the thermostat and the blue, it's fine. Let's check the working thermostat. How can we do that? Simply, if you want, you can keep these things connected, but I will take them out. Like that. And like that. Okay? It's out. Now, I'm turning the thermostat off. Maximum anti-clockwise, nothing, of course. Now, let's keep this connection here and let's see what's happening if I'm turning, or the thermostat in fact, on, and it's, of course, now I have sound there. That means the thermostat is working and the contact, it's okay. You see down there. Okay, I'm gonna let this on. Now the thermostat is fine. Now we'll check this connection from the thermostat to the main switch. This is the main switch, and we have this red wire going here. Very nice. Now we shouldn't have any kind of sound to any kind of other output, of course. Let me switch to the first step, and this is the fan. We should hear a very clear sound to one of these guys. So this is the hot, you know, the hot, and then we got the fan here and those two resistors. I got power to the fan, obviously. And now the second resistor. So both are in parallel now. So it's looking like the switch is working. Yes, it should. The switch turns to be okay. I know this one is going to the fan, the black one, and we have another black thin going where? Okay, here to the main ground. Hear some sound. If the fan is not burned, we should hear a kind of sound. It's very possible to be a very dim sound because the resistance of the coil, the fan itself. So that's the ground. Let's come here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me turn this off. So now the fan is disconnected. Yeah, I can hear that. Okay, so the fan is working. The fan is alive. Well, I'm pretty sure the resistors are fine, but let's check them. Number 6 and 7. How we can check that? Very simple. I'm gonna use the main ground like that, and I'm going right here. This is the first, or I can use this connection here. Good, good. The resistors are fine, no problemos. The last thing we have to check, number 8, the working thermostat, and that's the output, and we should have the input. Yeah, absolutely fine. So I think I have found the problem. All the parts, resistor or anything else, they are fine, but here we have a fuse. Not sure, I thought it's a capacitor or something, but it's looking like this is a fuse. You see that guy there? This one? I believe this is a fuse. Another element here, which I thought it's a capacitor, but in fact, here we have a fuse. Let's take that out. What is this? Of course, 250 volts with 10 amps. Yeah, that's a fuse. Let's not complicate the things. What I can see is that the fuse was in between these two connectors here. I mean, this is the fat one from the mains. It is out. Okay, this is out. And the one in here. So in this situation, I know, have a piece of wire, because like I said before, I have all the tools and I have expertise to do these things, but you don't. So I'm gonna have a piece of wire like that, getting into the first connector here, and I'll push it obviously down there with the wire connected. You see? Come on, go there. And same story up here. That again. So now we have a clear connection between these two wires, and you ask me, so what we gonna do with the fuse right now? Is that okay? Is that solid enough? Not only solid, but also extra fuse, if I may call it. And be sure about the things. Let me basically now we can check this for continuity, because everything is done. Yeah. Yes, it's done. So now if we are connecting this to the mains, it should work. Clear. It's working. But of course, I'm not thinking fine. I'm gonna insert another fuse to the mains. You see, I have this soldered this time because I don't have a proper socket for fuses. So I'm gonna just, well, I said that I'm gonna have this as simple as possible, but you see, the problem is that I don't have a socket. All right, in the same time, we have to check if we don't have any shorts around here. Okay, you go up like that. We are fine. Good. And the other side. It's done. Now we have a proper fuse, 10 amps instead of the original, and there is a clear connection there, which will save the situation. Perfect. That's the tester. Of course. So, this is done. Nothing else but screws. Yeah, the wires are okay. Not touching anything there. Yeah, looking fine. Let's see. Oh yeah. Of course. And we have the light also. It's working fine. Everything is fine. That's it for today. We learned how to build a very simple tester using the sound this time, and how to fix a simple heater like that, how to check the connections, how to check cables, how to check continuities with this improvised tester. You see, like always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, push the like button too, and of course thanks to my sponsors, Rado G from Belgium and Vlad from Ampia Records, and of course Jack. Yeah, I'm waiting your comments. Like always, don't be shy, write them down. I'll be happy to answer if I can. The most important thing, don't forget, have fun. Bye bye.